Oh, is it going to storm again too? Is it going to? I did it too bad. Yeah, ooh. Is it going to rain again today? Oh, no, it's just, you know, dark clouds. So, okay. It's just sunset, huh? Ooh, I like a toy. I like to play. I like to play with you, though. It's fun to play with toys. Yo. I love y'all. Molotov like an Egyptian. Molotov like an Egyptian. Hey, 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 oh. No one ever listened to the Bangles? That was my first concert, as I said last night. Huey Lewis and the News and the Bangles. Yeah. Let's say those girls could really put out some bangers, if you know what I mean. And Free Frankenstein. You know what I mean? Huh. All right. The Muhamadness. Yeah, somebody did the Free Palestine thing on my stream last night. So I deleted the video. Yeah. Molotov like an Egyptian. Hey, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Molotov like an Egyptian. They did it. The dance for Walk Like an Egyptian was like, or some shit. It was kind of like, yeah, some shit. Maybe it's because Egyptian art, they're depicted as stiff, and they're doing like kind of those kind of poses, I guess. And some, not, if you ever looked at Egyptian art for any length of time. Yeah, they are not very fluid comic book panel stills necessarily, So, yeah, there is some kind of stiffness and rigidity to the Egyptian art, the ancient Egyptian art from 3,000 years ago. So I was guessing the guy's name was Muhammad. Turns out his name is Muhammad. Of course, in the earlier video in the cooking, the fried chicken, I said, there's something about if you're a kid and you survive a fire, that when you grow up, that, you know how to survive a fire. I had no idea that somebody was going to set people on fire today, so no disrespect, to those folks. So, I was using a literary illusion. I didn't mean for it to be, literal. So prayers and thoughts with the people of Boulder, Colorado that have been burned to death and alive and all that. With I was joking about Lethal Weapon 4 because the guy uses a flamethrower. I go, do we have like a Lethal Weapon 4 situation? And then they're talking about a makeshift flamethrower and Molotov cocktails. I didn't know he had a makeshift. Again, I was just using art as an illusion. And so I had no idea, that was going to happen. That was going to turn out to be true either. walk like an Egyptian. I don't really remember, much from my first concert with the Bengals because I was small then. And then there was this big road party in Houston for the opening of the Sam Houston Tollway. It was just called Road Party. And I couldn't see anything because there was just adults everywhere. And so maybe my parents let me get on or my aunt or somebody tall put me on their shoulders sometimes, but so I can catch a glimpse of the Bengals and Huey Lewis. But I heard it though. Yeah, it's interesting, a road party, because that's a very unique party. Like if a freeway opens and everybody's, road party. It just sounds like it is a very unique kind of party, a road opening party. Yeah, that's for sure. And to have a concert on the road and everything, it is really, fascinating venue to have a concert on a freeway, highway, or something like that. Tollway. It does beg the question why people would celebrate another form of tax, though. Yeah, like they're going to have to pay tolls on the tollway. And so people are having a party. What, they're celebrating they're getting taxed more or something? Not exciting. We're going to get taxed more. Oh, yeah. Oh, you get a road and you pay your toll. You get a road, though. Okay.
Unprecedented need for welders and electricians and steam fitters and pipe fitters, the people who make our submarines, Blue Forge Alliance and the Associated Maritime Industrial Base. They call me 3 weeks ago, they're looking to hire 140,000 people.
Muhamadness. I was gonna do Muhammad medicine. No, it was like Muhammad medicine. Yeah. I was gonna do that one actually at first. And then I thought Muhamadness is probably better. Maybe, depending on how you look at it. But. Ooh, it's that Trey Gowdy guy. The guy that's like Kermit the Frog. The guy who's like probably like the least most fun person at a party, right? Probably like.
Far be it for me to insert myself into the happy Gowdy home. I don't want to go there, but I am telling you that you can ask anyone. And the conversation today isn't so much about what hunters could be employed if everybody got the training they need. The question today is how long do you want to wait for? How long does Mrs. Gowdy want to wait for the electrician?
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, making the meal is fun, but like cleaning the shit up is like, oh, well, I guess they'll have like Optimus robots in the future to do menial tasks. Muhamadness. Yeah. Oh, he shouted "Free Palestine." I was just talking about that, like how that was annoying that people were saying that in the chat. And they put the Palestinian flag thing on there too. I'm like, no. Now, this might be a crazy idea to foreigners and people around the world that are on visas here, like this Muhammad guy from Egypt, but it might be like, it might be something for foreigners and illegal immigrants and foreign adversaries. This might be too much to take, but I'm going to have to break it to people, though. This is fucking America. Yeah, I mean, yep. And so I know that might be hard for the Salvadorians or the Mexicans or the Russians or the Chinese or the Arabians or the Egyptians. That might be hard for them to take. Yeah, it might hurt their feelings. But this is the United States of America. Yeah. So I just had to explain that to all the other people that this is not Palestine. All right. And this is not Saudi Arabia. This is not the United Arab Emirates. This is not Yemen. This is not Ethiopia. This is not any of that. So, yes, and it's not Nigeria either. And it's not the Congo. It's not any of this stuff. So, I just had to enlighten the people that are legally or illegally coming here to that very truthful fact that this is the United States of America. I suppose it might make sense if you were a terrorist and you attacked the IDF or something like that, then that would actually, I don't advocate that. I'm just saying that, at least that would make some kind of semblance of a sense. But just killing people randomly at a market, that's fucking senseless evil. That's senseless violence. So, I guess you could say all violence is senseless, but you know what I mean. You can make a makeshift flamethrower? Well, I guess anything's possible. What was the book? How to make your own personal flamethrower. Hey, Tim. All right, well. All right. Okay, baby. Just don't attack Bella again. She's too old for all that shit. Yeah.
Ideas that are in our nation's most precious interest in protecting national security.
Okay. I'm gonna close the light. Kermit the Frog. That's what the guy Trey Gowdy reminds me of, Kermit the Frog. I don't know, was he born that way or did he get hit by a truck? I don't know. Maybe he was in a war, you know, so maybe he's a veteran or something, so there.
And then you can go back to 2010, where there was a lawsuit on a statute very similar.
All right, let's be good, guys.
That gives the Secretary of State the
Hey, let's be good too.
because of these kind of First Amendment oversteps. And in that case, again, it said that the Secretary of State or that the nation has a right to set limitations on speech that deal with our national interest, and they don't have really well set or that line in the sand.
Oh, hey, two. Be careful. You're not 10 feet tall and bulletproof, you know? Those pups, they're so rambunctious. Almost fearless. Almost. Won't you take me to a Trumpy town? I don't think President Trump will pardon Sean Puffy Combs. I think he was just jacking with people. He likes to troll the press, like, you know, if you haven't noticed. He likes to get the press all in their panties in a bunch. Everybody hopes that Sean Puffy Combs goes to jail for a very long time, and he gets a little P daddy up his P duty. He gets his comeuppance, so that's what everybody. A lot of people hope for that. Yeah. Okay. Won't you take me to a Trumpy town? Muhamadness. Muhamadness. Yeah. Won't you take me to walk like Molotov like an Egyptian? Do the dance. Molotov. Molotov. No, my favorite commercial is when it's like the guy from New Zealand or Australia or something, and he's like, "Hey, the hot dog diet, I got fucking shredded, bro." It's like one of my favorite ones. I got like so shredded on that hot dog diet. That was a good one. Why can't all commercials be that witty and funny, you know? They're usually like crap. They do those commercials that are like trying to like cater to the African American or like to the like urban audience, and they're like, hey, woohoo, and it's like really noisy ones that are like, I guess they're trying to like appeal to African Americans by making noise, you know, stupid noises or some shit. They're very annoying commercials, yeah. They're obnoxious commercials with bad music. We didn't start the fire, always started when your grandmother farted. We didn't start the fire. Yeah, we used to say and your grandmother farted, like in the 80s, but we didn't start the fire. The Billy Joel? Okay. You like tasting that puppy chow. I like when, like, you know, in Star Wars Return of the Jedi in 1983, I love when he gets captured by, like, Jabba the Hutt, R2-D2, and then, like, the evil droid's like, well, this one's got some spirit, but he'll soon learn his place. Like, I like when the robot says that. Like, I know it wasn't just me who liked that part in Star Wars Return of the Jedi. So yeah. Yeah, and the mainstream lying, fake news, corporate media was lying to us again. They tried to pull a fast one over the weekend on us, though. How did they lie to us this weekend? They lied to us again by saying that the riots and the looting and the deaths in France and the cars set on fire and all the damage and destruction was the result of a French football game or soccer game, but they call it football, you know. So no. It was our Muhammad buddies, our Muhammedison. No, it was illegal. It was more illegal and legal migrants causing the damage. I suppose they use big crowd events as like an excuse to riot and to loot, because they looted the Foot Locker, grocery stores, fucking everything basically, until the riot and the troops came in, the French riot police. Yeah, they tried to pull a fast one on us though. They tried to say, "Oh, looting broke out after the game, after the French victory of 5-0." And then chaos broke loose. No, chaos was already happening even before the game. And so, yeah, it was a slick one. They actually did have me convinced that people set shit on fire and looted and rioted because, in Paris, France, because of the soccer match. Oh no, that was slick. That was very slick though. Very slick. You like sniffing the dishes, huh? It's exciting.
She mocked the governor of Texas for being paralyzed. She conflates attention deficit disorder with insanity, which is both cruel and medically stupid. What she's really saying is that a majority of
I love you too. Are you trying to lick plates for the flavor? You're an enterprising young pup. You're a curious, adventurous one. I like that about you.
joining us right now on this large spectator and Kevin Walden, the Democrat strategist. Welcome to both gentlemen. Kevin, I have been around you both on and off here, and never heard you utter a mean-spirited comment in the
But it was genius by the left-wing media to suggest that the riots and looting and people dying in France, that it wasn't a terrorist attack by migrant gangs and foreigners, that it was spontaneous rioting and looting from the excitement and the partying and the revelry and the energy of the French victory in the football match. Yeah, okay. Well, that's what they do in, that's just like Houston, Texas, where I'm from, where I live. It's it's just like that. Like, right when the Houston Rockets or the Houston Astros or the Houston Texans win, I go out immediately and light up a car on fire. Like almost I just get taken in by the celebratory fever, the electricity in the air.
Past experience that Republicans have had in the building, sometimes their voices are heard. It's the same thing with any extremes that are at the top.
And often when Houstonians, when their favorite teams win the World Series or the championships or whatever, they usually yell when they set the cars on fire and break into the Foot Lockers. They usually yell "Free Palestine" and "Allahu Akbar," God is great, in Arabic. So naturally, duh. I was perplexed by something. If you yell "God is great," but you're looting, I don't see how that correlates with each other. I mean, I really don't. Those activities would seem to be incongruent, in conflict, at odds with each other. Yeah. Cleaning up that stove. Stove got pretty messy from all that cooking. Man. All right. Well, that's the latest Muhamadness report. And is there a Jewish holiday coming up? Is it tomorrow? It's called Julamash? No, I don't know what it's called. It's Hulabut. Higvavingam. It could be any kind of gibberish, any kind of ancient Hebrew gibberish to me. So I wouldn't know it because I'm not a Jew. So, but yeah. So hopefully there'll be no violence when there's this really important Jewish holiday coming up, and either it's tomorrow or the next few days. So peace and love, like the '60s, like the 1960s, and God bless and best of success. Molotov like an Egyptian.